The First Line with Kwikwanan, only on CTV. 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 The First Line with Kwikwanan, only on CTV.
Following the citizens' arrest of the self-styled imposed and embattled chief of the Igbo community in Ghana, Chukwudi Jude, a wave of public disappointment has swept across the country. Many Ghanaians say they feel let down, crestfallen by what they describe as the government lack of resolve and delayed response to the matter. Tonight on Ghana Speaks, we connect with citizens both home and abroad across the diaspora. We seek their views, their concerns, and the analysis on this unfolding situation as questions grow about leadership, accountability, and public's role in upholding the rule of law. I am Kwikwanan. Tonight, I'm bringing you the weekend frontline live from the very HQ here in the studios of CTV. Tonight, dozens are just picking the feed. We just have to start with the one in Sunyani. The dial is 88.1 FM, and of course in Western region, they are picking it on Tadi 99.1 FM. Then in London, the feed is on GOB Broadcasting on modernghana.com and tuning still on GOB. They are lifting it on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. The information super dial tonight is lifting it on the front line Ghana. Now I know many of you are very much, you're flying with the front line. My CTVGH, I'm sure, will return next week. For some reasons, we have to, it's now back, but there isn't any program flying on my CTV. So all of you come to the front line Ghana. It's one word, the front line Ghana. The front line Ghana. And please do yourself a very good service to what? To subscribe. Because when you subscribe, you become an automatic candidate of this platform. What it means is any program that flies on this very channel, you'll be the first to know. As I always say, be part of the breaking news story and be the first to know, because you're what you listen to, you're what you view and what you listen to. So join the feed, join the feed on the social media app, the Frontline Ghana. There could be a possibility one day, there could be that your television will not work, and then you'll be grappling with, hey, where would I, especially those of you with the fever of the Frontline show. Not because you are with the wrong fever, but you love the truth. You want the truth always to be told. And so if your television is not working, you are sometimes itching to, as it were, find out where to watch the show. And that's why I cause the magic. Say, quick, go to the YouTube, Facebook, but then for you to catch up with at the very minute developing story, or at the very minute developing angles of the story, you'll be the first to know, because you're what you view and what you listen to. So you have to subscribe to what? The Frontline Ghana. Subscribe to my CTVGH, and both you're going. Tonight, we are flying on the Frontline Ghana tonight. Plus, many apps, including that of those of you watching on your television and there's a trouble, and at the same time you cannot also watch on social media. If you have Go TV, check the Go TV channel 21. Channel 21 will push you to the front line straight up, I guess so. Channel 21 will push you to the to CTV, and then you are cool to go with the very program, the Frontline. Tonight, the feed is picking it up all across regional capitals. We begin from Upper East, Upper West, and of course, Northern region is picking it all the way down to Ashanti region capital, Kumasi, just picking the feed. Eastern region, Kofrodi has just lifted it up, and of course, Bronga Hafo, all the way to the nation's capital, Accra. Volta region has just lifted it up, and then Central region is on the feed. Western region is on the feed, plus the 6 regional capitals. This is the Frontline, of course, the nation's biggest investigative magazine show. Nobody camps, nobody mingles in and out in between. We remain the biggest investigative magazine show. Tonight, folks, I'm bringing you the very last edition of the Frontline show for this very week. And indeed, it's a special edition. You don't have to miss it, because you are going to be part of the show. It's your show, not my show. I am just a servant. I just speak. Tonight, you are going to speak all over the world. Ghanaians from all over, from Italy to Osaka to Amsterdam, Germany, United States, Britain, all over the world. Ghanaians are going to speak, of course, both home and abroad. You are going to speak to your government, all right? Your government. Why the very incessant side of your government's inability to respond to your call. Listen, your government's inability, whether it is the laissez-faire of your government, or it is about their inability to do what is right. Yet, when they need your vote, they will cry all and, as it were, bring their tongue out. You know, for what? Just because they need power from you. But when power is given to them and you ask them to do this, they say, we ain't going to do it. We are not ready to do that. Folks, it's been barely 3 weeks now, I guess. 17th to 18th of this month, October, would have been then the roadmap was declared. And that roadmap says what? We are to go and carry one side of the Constitution, which obviously was not written by me or was not written by Dr. Hassan Ayerga. It was written by Ghanaians. That Ghanaians take away the very fact that, yes, we need to inform police about what? Citizens arrest, and then no. You know what? It is only this country where sometimes they make things look as though like it is so just be is whatever. What is it? The fact that Ghanaians did not write to police to demand or to tell that we are going to do or we are going to carry on citizen arrests. So what? So what? Can't there be any day? Can there be any, another time that we can just, at the stroke of pen, how many minutes would it take the conveyance of the citizen's arrest to write a letter to the police and inform the police that, hey, we want to carry on ABCD, so we go through it. The laws were made for man. Oh. Listen, the laws were made for man. But here in this country, sometimes they want to drum it in our ears to make it feel as though the law, the law and man both cannot draw the line except to say the law is supreme than man. Are you getting the rhythm? They make you and I feel like the law is supreme than you and I. But they have forgotten that no, the laws were written by man. You getting the picture? It cannot, will not, and may not be that the law is supreme than man. It was man who wrote the laws. And so, if man wrote the laws, then it is a simple thing to say. And it does not mean the law is like a nomenclature. It's a real thing. And man made it. So, man can do whatever with the law in as much as that we walk in accordance with the law and the spirit of it and practice what it must or intend for. So in law, we say the law must be what? Must be visibly seen, manifestly being done. Case closed. Here in your country, no. They make the law look so supreme, so odious. You know, they form a certain caricature about the law, and they use the law to frighten you and do not want you to make a sense of it. Meanwhile, we made the law. Even in certain parts of intelligence, in the studies of intelligence, we say you bend the law, you don't break it. You bend the law. And there's so many interpretations in this very assertion that bend it, you don't break it. There's a reason for. When government told the citizens of this nation, particularly those with the movement, to go for this citizens' arrest, what did government say? Government says what? Well, we have intervened and we are going to do X, Y. So wait a minute, don't go there. Yes, it makes sense to us then though, that going there perhaps will precipitate a certain reactions. There could be fire outbreak, people can die, people can lose their lives, so many things perhaps will go into this. So as law-abiding citizens, what did we do? We said, government, we hear you, do the right thing. It's been 3 weeks, perhaps more. Government has not issued any paper. Government has not issued any communication. The national security of this republic that we voted for. Listen, the national security you and I voted for, that can go and sit there and protect the citizens of this country, have just decided to zip and continue to allow certain foreign groups, certain foreign people, allow foreigners to flood the four corners of your country and continue to cause danger, harm, wickedness, atrocities to the very citizens of that nation. Nevertheless, to say, we are not under any colonialism, neither we are under any oppressor, neither Ghana is at war. No. The very mistake that Ghanaians did was our inability for you and I to have questioned our government for 33 years, to have drove this country to that kind of what? That group called ECOWAS, arranged by a group of political miscreants across the continent, Africa. Stupidity, foolishness, to draw all of us into a point of no return. Yeah, that's the mistake. They did not give us any, they didn't allow us to choose. They did not allow us to go for referendum to say we like the ECOWAS or we don't. Ask your politicians whether they made you and I to understand that for us to go for this ECOWAS, whatever, we needed to go for referendum. Was there any referendum? Was there any referendum? Did your government come to seek our mandate that we are going to join ECOWAS? Ghanaians, are you ready? Go and ask them. Tonight, it's going to be something else. Now, listen, guys. On the heels of this, tonight's show is a special show. Ghanaians all over the world, for almost 3 weeks now, your government has decided to be mute. But I'm sure many also recall that times and time I come and I drum home, and then I put about 3 fundamental questions. Mr. Government, listen, we want you to tell us, have you started the investigation? The investigation, have you, is about Seabed? It's going to be a program you enjoy. Folks, tonight, it's about the proper Ghana Speaks is coming, where you would interact with me, and then you are going to speak to your what? Your government. Folks, let's get started. And I'm dreaming about a special edition. Obe Kasa, O America Memo, O London, Ana Pose, Mebra Penny, Kwesi Prat Kromo, Kusumukaya, Ana Azerbaijan, Ana O Israel, Ana O Pakistan, wherever you are, UAE, baby, Ana Antarctica, wherever I will share me. And they are saying just the world you and I know. Mema Wakwenya, especially moi, Mune, your friend is saying Nigerians in 77 mu edi echire papa eye wo se ye da ben aseme menye bi na maka da ben aseme menye bi na maka obenye bi waka obenye bi aka enne na me bi bie kwan na ma nti enne obeka bi papa ya yes special line e de ma ye nuanom a wo mo abrochimemu na abrochimemu no munhwe muntie ene se line na ye de be ma mo no ye de ma mo a mo betimi afre wo WhatsApp so but minim se bebre na mo ye pepe nti meko kan mo buafu bebre mo ye pepe mo mpe but open here ubetimi afre because line ubetimi afre normal line ne we wura mu ntem but ube frɛ WhatsApp nso a ebi ana wentimi enwure mu ntem nti especially mo America ne de mo say encost o frɛ wo Ghana ha no mo it doesn't cost one just how many minutes just a small enti America for no e de wo mu betimi afrɛ normal line na we rem but mo Europe no mo be sofa kakra che say en na chi se mo frɛ WhatsApp line nti sia me adom na se utumi rem wo WhatsApp no so a ene na hallelujah wentimi nso a spending minutes kakra na frɛ normal line because abroche for na mebe mamo a line a ubetimi afrɛ easy Ghana for no so mo be use another line bia ye de be mamo a ni na no mo be den mo betimi use na ma bibia no aye kama na mesrew ma memfo we na enhyehyɛ mo ase ene se o be frɛ ebreso no ye bie phone no a mesrew hyade bi nso ade a obɛhyɛ no nso no sɛn ade a obɛhyɛ no nso no sɛ mesrɛ mo a mamo emma problem bi am ene ye na ye discipline ye ho ye be discipline ye ho se me bie phone lines no a wo ho mesrɛ se wo be frɛ me a wo tie mi wo TV ni mu a TV ni so a dum television volume no menka se dum TV no tie ni ye dum television volume ni keke na tie mi wo phone no na me ni unni nkomo kam because me pese wo kan obo so asem okay nti television volume no pe ena obeda wo bedum no na we tie mi wo phone no na me ne wa kasa fefefe ye kasa ni ntie mu okay ebiom yeah, the number be subema abrochire for nso ye den emfre because I'm not being fair to the Ghanaians in the diaspora and that's the truth especially when it comes to calling her and one so mo hwesa no mo say na you say keke and that's not right. I'm making a provision for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora for also to add their voice tonight in the abrochire for no betimi afre number me de be mamu no munim dida but me de be mamu we are Ghana ni na wote Ghana hwe me wan kopɛ ho asema nkɔfrɛ sa line so esra di huni keke eni na nti na me de hyehyɛ mo ase obi kɔma no yi kɔka wo san kwaku na di huni keke di mraso obi ka di mraso emra eso di so keke na hoto ma you know abo bia ntra ne trabia na asom ne mra keke so no me papa bi no ka sa asem na chem nti sa na anadwi yebe but answer na san komun na be kokoso no tonight me de mu bewura sight and sounds which is more religious related I will show we so anadwi yes okay nti channel so say ye be room and nti catch the wunua call a brother call a sister call a friend obi no obi anye ready because maybe a phone lines no tem na ye de nyoma atoto so kama up next would be Ghana Speaks, proudly brought to you by Biogas in Pinifua, Womodia, Womo Apapini Ye, Papa, Efa, and Yema Bibri, a dance near Munkakon. But still, let me stay a while longer with a dear kitchen, state of the art kitchen, and on a biogas for Iduma Kessia Bakose, while we see you. Now, Pessi a Bepam kitchen, Eshim, a brimi can share yet another state of the art kitchen, Ediaba. And only see another relatively cheap, and only the blocks, cement, any DC AC ho. And it's a way Sudan, we near Mrani Messia. Yeba be Caesar state of the arts kitchen way, Nano Minico draw no. Yeah, then ye do home come and chair open who was screening so, and only ye see a feel the mawa. Oh, qua untimin to two because a cement construction and ye see, and the just say, Ufie we, why I can say, and no penny kitchener. Ye bit me aden aye diama wa afebo ye wo kitchen ba kono so ye ya enu ye tumi tutu te said ye koye ma Queen Elizabeth ene Donald Trump enu si ye tumi tutu ne ye de kobe before ne akohyehe e diama but this very kitchen we are eno abe very latest one here wo hwe wo screen is right there e wo corridor no ma di wura e dan no ene sa kitchen no a e wo ho no kitchen we blocks and ya hyehyɛ no fefefe kama and ye see na fe ya pampam the cabinets in kitchen so the ahyehyɛ ma ubetimi keep cooking utensils no ne ade ɛwɔ we esi one more top one na ye fancy cabinet ya bo ho a wode njansi ni bibia begum na afin yaye extractor no so nti we say we fear the rest of our life kitchen will be antimi finance nka fe come a problem bia so ma ho and again relatively cheap okay the other one also amunim no and also ye hyehyɛ we de ye hyehyɛ new latest one abanie hye no so upebia wo frɛ biogas expert for one beba abayi bi e de ama kama we so no bo air for ye papa just as the other one ni na biogas for na air state of the art kitchen abanie then ye wo ade bi nso a eno nso aba sesia no ye de ebedwa so de be ya what you call the state of the art tiles na kanen ye kosesa e free Germany anampo se Italy near de bana sa tiles na ye jaye biogas expert for edisa technology aba make us say ye training emrantewa wo mo eni abri pe dwuma ye papa ye na no na kojo sound alarm no ema mo a mo ye tilers ne se mumra ne ye training mo sense